Test, test. tonight's game featuring the Florida State College of Jacksonville Blue Wave versus your very own Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Please rise for a word of prayer. Thank you for a great game of basketball. Thank you for the opportunity to compete. Thank you for these young ladies and the talents that you have blessed them with. We pray for just a great game tonight, safety for each of the competitors. We pray for a good game by the officials and the fans and everything that's done here today. Honor and glorify Jesus Christ, in whose name we pray. Amen. Would you please remove your caps as we honor America with the national anthem. Now for the starting lineups. First for the Blue Wave from Florida State College at Jacksonville. A 5'8" freshman guard from Jacksonville, number 2, Avery Cannon. A 5'9" sophomore guard from Jonesboro, Georgia, number 5. A 5'8" freshman guard from Miami, Florida, number 10, Talia Gator. 7 sophomore guard from Longwood, Florida, number 11, Michaela Patterson. And a 5'11" freshman forward from Orlando, Florida, number 22, Jaden Ross. The Blue Wave is coached by Diana Couch. She is assisted by Brittany Campbell and Jessica Eaton. Starting lineups for your Trinity Baptist College Eagles. 5'9" senior forward, Trinity Steve. 5 junior guard from Palm Coast, Florida, number 4. 5'9" sophomore forward from Lake Butler, Florida, number 5, Caroline. 5'6" senior guard from Jacksonville, number 3, Michelle Jones. 5'9" junior forward from Beirut, Lebanon, number 34, Ocean. He's assisted by Alicia Drayton-Lewis and Juliana Galise.
Thank you, Coach John D. Jones, the athletic director here at Trinity Baptist College. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Gymnasium for NCCAA women's basketball. We have crosstown rival, the Blue Wave from Florida State College at Jacksonville here on our court. The Blue Wave are wearing the road grays going from the right to the left, and the TBC Eagles in the home golds going from the left to the right. I'm Ray Bureau. Thanks for joining us here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network as we are just seconds away from the tip-off between the Eagles and the Blue Wave. These two teams met on November 29th. FSCJ won that game 60-54, and the Trinity Baptist College Eagles are looking to even up the season series. TBC is 6-14 on the season, and already we have our first whistle in an alternating possession. And we shall see who gets control of the ball because there was really no established possession, but they're saying that the Blue Wave won the tip, so TBC will inbound here very early in this first quarter. Trinity Baptist is 6-14 on the season, 3-5 in NCCAA Division II South Region competition. As Tobic looked like she was about to take that three, and the ball moved around to Emma Parrish. We'll tell you a little bit about Emma and what she's going for in just a moment as the ball is stripped away, but Smith picks this one up. Sneed almost dragged that back foot, but kept it still. Smith feeds Tobic a pump fake, and the shot hits the bottom of the rim. The last game that TBC played was this Saturday afternoon, a heartbreaking 60-59 loss to a terrific Bob Jones University Bruins team. Ball almost stripped away by Parrish, but held on. Number 10, Kalia Gator, with possession, trying to get around Parrish, and she sends it outside. Wave have 5 seconds to shoot. Sneed on guard, and a traveling violation and terrific defense by the TBC Eagles. Trinity Baptist is averaging 58.5 points per game while allowing 71.4. The Eagles are shooting 36.6% from the field, 24.8% from three-point range, and 55.1% from beyond the at the free throw line. Michelle Jones hit 4 3-pointers against Bob Jones on Saturday. That one did not go. And we'll tell you about the Blue Wave in just a moment. And the shot will draw the foul, and Amira Thomas will go to the line for the Blue Wave. And the foul is called against TBC's Trinity Sneed. That's the first foul of the game. So a chance for the Blue Wave to get on the board first. Amira Thomas is at the line, and the first of two misses off the front of the rim. Amira Thomas is shooting very respectable 63% from the line. As a team, FSCJ is at 66.3% coming into tonight's play. Both of them hit off the front of the rim, and Tobic pulls down the rebound. The Blue Wave are 6-20 on the season. One of those wins against TBC. Ball stolen away, picked up by Avery Cannon. And a pump fake, but a traveling violation called against Amira Thomas. And Trinity Baptist will have another opportunity to get on the board first. The Blue Wave are 1-8 in the National Junior College Athletic Association Division I Region 8. And an unforced error will give the ball right back to the Blue Wave. Their last game was a 68-64 loss to Santa Fe College on Saturday. The Blue Wave are averaging 49.9 points per game while allowing 65.2. They're shooting 35.6% overall from the field, 28.9% from three-point range, and 66.3% at the line. And there's a first score of the night. Kalia Gator, who averages 4.5 points per game. The Blue Wave get the ball right back, and Michaela Patterson makes it a 4-0 lead. She averages 11.4 points per game. Gator scored 6, and Patterson scored 9 against Trinity Baptist in that November 29th game, and we have a foul, and that's going against the Blue Waves' Michaela Patterson. That is her first and team foul number 1. The head coach of the Blue Wave, Ms. Diana Couch. She is assisted by Brittany Campbell, Jessica Eaton, and Celia DeVos. The athletic director of FSCJ is Mr. Jerry Thorne. I believe this is his first season at the helm. He is also serving as the SID. Long pass all the way across the court. Patterson lost control of the ball, but got it back, fed it to the outside, and a three-pointer from Avery Cannon. She averages 7.6, does Cannon, and Cannon scored 16 against the Eagles back in that November 29th game. First 7 points have been scored by the Blue Wave. Smith out to Parrish, and Parrish thought about the three, but was defended well. 12 to shoot. Turnaround jumper from Sneed. No good. The ball out of bounds off Smith. And it's FSCJ's ball. Emma Parrish, wearing number 4 for the Eagles, needs just 24 points to reach the milestone of 500 for her TBC career. She started in January of 2022, so just a couple of weeks more than one full season, and Parrish is about to hit that 500-point mark. Speaking of hitting points, that's Amira Thomas with the layup. And the Blue Wave has scored the first 9 points. Parrish has tonight, Thursday against Johnson University of Florida, and Saturday against Southeastern Baptist, if she wants to get that in the regular season. The basket is good for Caroline Smith, and a foul. And that foul goes against Avery Cannon, her first, team foul number 2. Smith puts the Eagles on the board, and she has a chance to make a 3-point play at the line. Caroline Smith, 17 for 35 this season, 48.6%. And a free throw is up, and it is good. Eagles as a team at 55.1% from the line. And Coach Judy Allen leads the Eagles in her 10th year, and she's assisted by Alicia Lewis and Jared Lewis, both in their 3rd season assisting Coach Allen, and Juliana Scott in her 2nd. And a terrific move to the basket by Kalia Gator. That's her 2nd score, and the Blue Wave lead 11-3. Double team trap on Jones. Sneed is able to get the ball across the line, hit Tobic, and Tobic had a little trouble holding on. Sneed takes the pass from Tobic, goes off the glass, misses, but Caroline Smith taps it in. Great play by Caroline Smith, the sophomore from Lake Butler, in position exactly the way she should, and she ends up getting the bucket. 11-5, Eagles trim the deficit. They were trailing 9-0 just a moment ago. That shot a little short, but rebounded by the shooter, Jaden Ross, and the Blue Wave keep control. Of course, the shot clock had reset to 20. Now at 15. Parrish on guard of Gator. And the Blue Wave will keep the ball outside the perimeter and look for a good scoring opportunity. 3 seconds to shoot. That's Cannon for 3. She misses. She hit one earlier. Might have tried to rush that a little bit with the shot clock winding down, and that will count as a 24-second violation. So the Eagles a chance to cut a little bit closer. Tobic takes the pass across the line, moves her way inside, and gets the layup off the glass. Oceana Tobic scored 8 against the Blue Wave in November. She averages 6.6 points per game. And very recently, within the last couple of ball games, I believe that was a 20-pointer at Southeastern Baptist in Laurel, Mississippi, about a week and a half ago. So 11-7, the Eagles are on a 7-2 run after giving the Blue Wave the first 9 points. And there's a basket and a foul. That is Amira Thomas scoring the basket. If I saw that right, Caroline Smith will be charged with the foul. That is her first. It's team foul number 2. And a free throw for Amira Thomas. And at the line this season, Thomas 63.1 coming in, but she missed 2 a moment ago and misses a 3rd one, and all 3 have hit the front of the rim. Sneed was there with the rebound. Jones, a bounce pass to Parrish, who could not control it, but it was nicked out of bounds by Amira Thomas. So Trinity will inbound a 23 on the shot clock. Parrish setting up, trying to get the quick pass and the layup, but now she backs out. Her specialty is long range. Tobic takes the inbound pass. Her specialty is driving in like you just saw her do. Basket is good, and the foul. That's going to be team foul number 3 and personal foul number 1 for Amira Thomas, and a terrific move to the hole by Tobic. She has 4 points pending the foul shot and a chance at a 3-point play. Oceana Tobic is at 46.7% at the line. She's done much better of recent times, but that one is a little strong. Sneed there for the rebound. Eagles have cut the deficit down to 4. Again, they trailed 9-0, and now it's 13-9. Parrish for 3. That one looked good, but it was a little wide to the left. Cannon got on top to maybe change the shot just a touch. Sneed comes up from behind, knocks the ball out of bounds. And the Blue Wave will keep control with 24 on the shot clock. We get an opportunity, we'll tell you the remaining games for both the Blue Wave and the Eagles as the final week of NCCAA basketball is this week. And the Eagles have 2 more games. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. A lot of action, 13-9 Blue Wave. They scored the first 9. Eagles trying to make that comeback. Jones taps it to Parrish, and she'll go to the hole 1-on-1. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and great defense by Cannon, not just to block the shot, but to make sure she did not foul Parrish. Emma Parrish is a fantastic free throw shooter, and the Blue Wave don't want to put her at the line. Michelle Jones will inbound. 3:49 left in the first. Pass to Sneed. Over to Autumn Vineyard. Almost lost the ball, and the pass was stolen away, trying to get it to Parrish. And a foul will be called on Emma Parrish for reaching in and around. Well, she held up number 5. Caroline Smith, though, was not on the court. So that was Emma Parrish getting charged with her first. Each team has committed 3 fouls now, so 1 foul left to give. 3.5 plus change left to go in this first quarter. What you see on the screen, remember, is not official. And a move to the basket, but out of bounds as Michaela Patterson stepped across the baseline, and a break for the Eagles. They will get the ball with the full 30 seconds, going the length of the court, and a chance to cut the 4-point deficit in half, or possibly down to 1 with a 3. Jones hit 4 of those on Saturday. Parrish had a recent game of 7 3-pointers. And the Eagles will get the ball after the out of bounds across midcourt. 26 on the shot clock. Glad you're joining us here on the live feed. Tobic goes up, misses. No Eagle underneath to get the rebound on a short jumper. And the Blue Wave take advantage. They had 3 players underneath ready to pull down the board. Gator trying to get around Vineyard, instead finds Cannon. Avery Cannon passes the ball inside to Ross, and out of bounds. Good defense by Jones to keep Ross from getting off the shot. Michaela Patterson is the leading scorer as far as points per game goes at 11.4. Trinity Baptist will substitute Aniston Pilcher in for Oceana Tobic, and the Blue Wave have 8 seconds on the shot clock. The bounce pass to Ross. She stripped, but she got it back, took the shot. It did hit the rim, and now a jump ball. Trinity Sneed was able to get hands on the ball along with Ross. Trinity had the last arrow, so the Blue Wave get possession with 19 on the shot clock. 2:45 left in the first quarter. The bounce pass to Ross. A collision, but no call, and a very wide-open Gator. Can't give anybody that kind of a shot, and Gator converts and makes the Eagles pay, and the lead is up to 7. Pilcher's pass almost picked off. Jones pulls it in. Could not get inside the paint. Sneed, that's for 2. It is in and out. That ball more than halfway down somehow hit the rim and bounced back out. That's what happens. You put a lot of backspin on the ball. Blue Wave now could go up by 10 if this one goes. It doesn't. Cannon chases it down in the corner and hits it off the foot of Chris Sotelo, who tried to keep the ball in play but unable to reach it. And so the Blue Wave will get possession back with 18 on the shot clock, and we'll have our first timeout called by head coach Judy Allen of the Eagles, a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here and let you know the remaining schedule for both the Blue Wave and the Eagles. After tonight, Florida State College at Jacksonville is home on Wednesday versus St. Petersburg College. That will be a 5:30 p.m. tip-off. Then next Wednesday, the 22nd, they are at Daytona State College, another 5:30 p.m. tip-off. And the Blue Wave women's basketball program will end the regular season on Saturday, the 25th, at Eastern Florida State College on Melbourne, Florida, at Melbourne at 2 p.m. Trinity Baptist has 2 games remaining in the regular season. This Thursday night, it's TBC playing host to Johnson University of Florida, a team that the Eagles defeated earlier in the season. That is a South Region matchup. Women at 5, men follow at 7. And then the regular season ends for us here on the home court Saturday against Southeastern Baptist College. The women tip off at 12 noon and the gentlemen follow at 2. So go to tbceagles.com or gobluewave.com to follow your favorite team. Blue Wave scored the first 9. TBC got to within 4, but it's now a 7-point lead. Make it 9 and possible. No, they're going to wave that off. An offensive foul called against Patterson. That's her second foul. And the TBC Eagles will get possession. Patterson went inside. She actually made the shot, but the shot was waved off. And Trinity Baptist a chance to get to within 4 again with a 3-point play. Michelle Jones finds Sneed and a foul, sending a great free throw shooter to the line in Trinity Sneed. And the foul's called on Kalia Gator, her first. Team foul number 5, so the Eagles are in the bonus for the rest of the quarter. Michelle Jones set her feet. I saw the monitor. Remember, the YouTube is 30 seconds behind real time, so I was able to check that as a replay. Jones had her feet planted and drew the charge. And Sneed hits the first. And Sneed trying to go 2 for 2. And number 2 is a little bit strong and out. She's over 71% on the season, goes 1 for 2. Pilcher, 4-3, a little bit strong. Right now it's a 6-point Blue Wave lead. Rebound picked up in the corner by Thomas. And here come the Blue Wave looking to extend. Cannon, 4-3, misses that one, but a good read and a second chance, though, does not go from Jacovia Major. She was there, got the rebound, had an opportunity, but misdirected, and the Eagles will get possession after the substitution. Rachel Crisatello heads off. Tamira Countryman, a Jacksonville product, onto the court. And Countryman takes the pass from Jones, another Jacksonville product. Vineyard inside the paint, couple of bounces, no good, and the rebound by Thomas. Eagles missed a golden opportunity to pull a little closer. Vineyard had a wide open shot, uncontested inside the paint. Under a minute to go, 16-10. This is Gator. She finds Ross, and Ross hits the jumper. Jaden Ross gets her first basket, 7.4 points per game. She scored 4 against the Eagles on November 29th. 42 seconds and counting, and Jones throws the ball out of bounds and gives it back to the Blue Wave. So Eagles have had a few unforced errors here in this first quarter. 40.7 if you want to get a little more specific about the time. TBC has already turned the ball over 6 times, a Blue Wave 5. This is Gator, guarded by Vineyard, finding Ross. She's inside the arc. Lost possession of the ball. Countryman strips. And Countryman on the double team has the ball knocked away. And it will be, well, the two officials are going to talk about it, see who last touched the ball and who gets possession. And it's going to be Blue Wave ball. Officials saying the ball bounced off the leg of Countryman. So the Blue Wave with an 8-point lead in 23 seconds, so no shot clock to worry about. They're looking to go up by 10 or possibly 11 as we come to the end of the first quarter. They scored the first 9, and so far that's the biggest difference. They've played evenly since that 9-0 run. Trinity had a good 9-2 run earlier in the quarter. There's Cannon, 4-3. It's wide to the left, and that's probably going to be it. No, that's good if it goes from Ross. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter with the score. Florida State College at Jacksonville 18, Trinity Baptist College 10. We'll be back in 60 seconds after this message from the NCCAA. 18-10, the Blue Wave lead as we get ready to begin the second quarter. Florida State College at Jacksonville, 50% in that first quarter, 8 for 16. They hit 2 3-pointers. Eagles had some trouble getting the ball through the cylinder, just 29%, 2 for 4 at the line, and they've missed all 3 3-point attempts that they have taken. It's going to be Trinity's ball. Florida State College had the last alternating possession arrow, so TBC will inbound to get things started here in the second quarter. Now they're trying to come back from an 8-point deficit. They gave Bob Jones, a terrific NCCAA team, all that the Bruins could handle. Great pass from Pilcher inside to Smith, who now has 7. Unfortunately, Bob Jones got that almost last-second layup. Trinity had one last chance, but the shot missed. But what a performance the Eagles gave the Bruins, who's always a contender for the national championship. That one is for 2 and is misses wide, but look at Ross get inside for the rebound and the putback. She now has 4. Each team has scored a basket in this second quarter. Smith takes the pass right at midcourt. Pilcher wide open for 3. It's short. And Cannon is right there to pick it up. Racing up the left side is Gator to Cannon to Ross. Ross is all alone back there on top of the line. And a traveling violation by the Blue Wave. I believe that's their 3rd traveling. And the Eagles catch a break and get the ball back with 8:57 left to go in the second quarter and an 8-point deficit. FSCJ scored the first 9 points of the game. TBC got as close as 4 at 13-9. But since then, it's been a 7-3 run for the Blue Wave. A missed opportunity for the Eagles. Vineyard could not finish. Racing up the right side, but we have a foul underneath. And a foul is called against Michelle Jones, her first, team foul number 1 of the quarter on the floor, so the Blue Wave will inbound. 24 seconds on the shot clock. And a substitution for the Blue Wave. Danielle Caldwell makes her first appearance of the night. And Amira Thomas was limping a little bit. Meanwhile, Ross hits a long 2-pointer. Hopefully Thomas is all right. And the Blue Wave have their biggest lead of the night at 10 points. That ball got over Smith. Trinity Baptist having a little trouble holding on to the ball of late. And the Blue Wave have taken advantage. They've turned the turnovers into points. And there's a turnover with the ball stolen by Vineyard. One coming up from behind, and the ball hits off of Vineyard's leg. Gator knocked it out of Vineyard's hands. The ball hit Vineyard's knee, and Blue Wave get control again. Credit Kalia Gator not giving up after Autumn Vineyard had stripped the ball. No chance to go up by 12 or 13. Cannon inside the paint. And a rebound by Caldwell and a jump ball. FSCJ has the arrow this time with 16 on the shot clock. 7:45 on the game clock. Both teams playing hard. And the inbound pass to Ross, who's been pretty hot, especially at the end of the first and into the second quarter. And Gator guarded by Countryman. Bounce pass was knocked away by Vineyard. Blue Wave will keep the ball, and they'll get 20 seconds because a kicking violation was called on Vineyard. Noelle Wakefield and Katia Bogan make their first appearances of the night for Coach Allen. Bogan number 24, Wakefield 33. And Cannon's inbound pass and a whistle, and again the ball kicked. Well, Vineyard's making it tough to Cannon to get off the passes. So she's playing a good defense, Autumn Vineyard. Another bounce pass. Bogan strips it away from Ross, but she gets it back, and the short jumper missed from Major. And we're going to have ourselves another alternating possession, nullifying the shot. And this time the aerial is with TBC. The Blue Wave already have 16 rebounds to Trinity's 6. So the Blue Wave are getting in underneath, crashing the boards. There's Vineyard wide open, and this time she converts her first basket of the night. She averaged 7.3 and scored 6 against the Blue Wave on this court. That was a home game for the Eagles on November 29th. Bounce pass to Ross, fights her way inside and gets the layup. Jaden Ross with 6 points in the quarter, 8 points overall, and the lead back up to 10 at 24-14. Wakefield didn't get much on the pass, and it's intercepted by Gator. Gator might have been better off trying to take that layup herself, but she found Cannon open. Pass attempt, though, went astray. So the Eagles will inbound, trailing by 10. Not sure the reason for the delay, but we are now back underway. Countryman, Jones, Wakefield, Bogan, and Vineyard for the Eagles. Cannon, Bell, Ross, Gator, and Thomas for the Blue Wave. Another turnover for the Eagles on the travel. They're giving the Blue Wave opportunity, and the Blue Wave are responding. Again, they're turning most of these turnovers into points. 10-point lead for FSCJ. Pass to Cannon. Thought about that three, but found Ross in the paint. And a traveling violation. And now the Eagles will have a chance to make that deficit back down into single digits. Trinity Sneed and Emma Parrish both scored 10 against the Blue Wave in the earlier game this season. Caroline Smith had 9. Cannon got on top of Jones to keep Jones from getting off the shot, and the pass is up and over Vineyard and out of bounds. Cannon had 16 in that game. Joanna Bell scored 13, Jacobia Major 12, and Michaela Peterson 9. Gator 6 and Ross 4. Those were the scorers for the Blue Wave when they were here in late November. Blue Wave looking to extend a current 10-point lead. Ball hits off of Thomas's foot. Vineyard picks it up. Cannon on the defense. Wakefield to Jones. Jones double team, but finds Vineyard inside. The layup no good. Bogan there with the layup. Katia Bogan averages 10.7. She scored 11 against Bob Jones on Saturday. That's her first basket of the night. Deficit down to 8 for the Eagles. Vineyard almost got another steal. That's Cannon. That's a 2-point attempt off the rim. Ross doing the job she's supposed to do, but the shot was a little strong. Ross got in there for the rebound, and again, the Blue Wave have really out-rebounded the Eagles. So TBC, a chance to cut it down to 6 or now possibly 5. Liam Davis, our official stat keeper here tonight. 17 rebounds for FSCJ, 7 for TBC. Luciana Tobic, bounce pass to Wakefield. That's for 3. It's short, but Vineyard is there. Second and the third chance draws the foul. Autumn Vineyard will go to the line. It looked like Avery Cannon, and that is the correct call. And that's number 2 on Cannon. Both teams have committed 1 foul in the second quarter. Autumn Vineyard will go to the line. And on the season, Vineyard 45%, 21 for 47. Trinity Sneed will take over for Noelle Wakefield. And Vineyard will shoot 2. Her first attempts of the night. And the first one is wide to the right and off the rim. Eagles are now 2 for 5 at the line. Blue Wave 0 for 3. And number 0 for the Eagles. Number 2 is also no good. So both teams having trouble at the line. 8-point Blue Wave lead. That was Patterson with the pump fake. Moves inside, but I thought for a moment they called offensive foul, but no, it's against the Eagles. Trinity Sneed called for her second because the official had pointed the Eagles' way. That's why I thought they were calling offensive foul. But Michaela Patterson sank the bucket. She now has 4, pending the foul shot, which is short. Rebounded by Ross. He could have gone right back up, but instead kicked it outside to Patterson. At the line, Patterson very good on the season, 73%. That shot was short, but the bounce was in. And if I saw that right, Joanna Bell has her first basket of the night. Parrish back in for TBC. The pass inside to Smith, and the layup is good. Caroline Smith now has 9. Eagles still trail by 10. This is Bell with the ball. And the three-pointer attempt. Rebound by Ross. She will draw the foul. So that'll send Ross to the line for 2, and that was Bell on the shot a little while ago. Foul looked like it was called on Smith. That's her second. And Jaden Ross at the line with a chance to put herself into double digits. First free throw is up. It is good. That's 9 now for Ross. And a second free throw, also good. She now has 10. She's a 65% free throw shooter coming into tonight's play. It's a 12-point lead for FSCJ. Parrish runs the baseline, misses the layup. And the Blue Wave get another stop. Eagles have missed a number of layups. And again, the Blue Wave taking advantage of opportunities. Patterson thought about the 3, but she worked her way all the way around and inside, missed the shot. Ross has another rebound and a jump ball, and the Blue Wave have the arrow. So they will get 17 on the shot clock. Jaden Ross already has 11 total rebounds. She misses that short jumper. Eagles pull this one down. And Tobic outside the arc into Vineyard. Bounce pass to Bogan. Basket no good. Another missed layup. And Ross pulls down her 12th rebound of the night. Eagles having trouble underneath the basket. Under 3 minutes to go. 13 on the shot clock. Bounce pass to Ross, to Cannon from the side. That's for 2. In and out. Ross, another rebound. Finds Bell, who backs up outside the arc to try to set up another opportunity. Shot clock at 15. Bell gets around Parrish, pulls up, misses. Tobic with the rebound. That's Parrish for 3. No. Cannon right there. Ball did not hit the rim. 2:15 and counting. Bell will walk it slowly across the line. Michelle Jones back onto the court, or at the scorer's table, ready to come back out. Topic on guard of Patterson. Bell guarded by Parrish, makes her move, double team, and Parrish is able to block Bell from getting off the shot with some help from Smith. Tobic, bounce pass to Parrish. Second chance for Bogan is good. Katia Bogan follows the shot, gets the rebound and the basket. She has 4, but it's still a 10-point deficit for the Eagles. Bell walks it slowly across the court, then makes her move to the left side of the paint. Cannon thought about the 3 and travels as she tried to move to her right and get the pass off to her left. And here comes Michelle Jones. Katia Bogan heads off. Bogan did a nice job, got a couple of rebounds and putbacks. She has 4 points, and we'll see her again before long. Meanwhile, Tobic hustles across midcourt. Double team, and the Eagles work the ball to Vineyard. To Jones, wide open, 4-3, good. Michelle Jones averages 7. That's her first score of the night. The deficit is now 7. Michelle Jones again, 4 of those against Bob Jones. On the season, that is her 17th three-pointer. And that ball goes out of bounds, and the Eagles, with less than a minute to go, 59.2 seconds, chance to cut the deficit down a little bit more before the intermission. Substitution for the Blue Wave, Amira Thomas back in, and Joanna Bell will head off. Tobic goes inside, makes contact. And a blocking foul called against Jaden Rose. That is her first. It's team foul number 3. The officials talking across the court, making sure they got the call correct. Well, Tobic will shoot 2. She missed her only attempt so far. That was in the first quarter. Chance for the Eagles to pull a little bit closer with the clock stopped. 48.2 seconds. And Tobic sizes up the rim, and number 1 is up and good. Eagles now 3 for 7 at the line. And Tobic, again, sizes it up, takes number 2. This one off the front of the rim, and another rebound for Jaden Ross. Lost track, but I think that's either 13 or 14 for Ross. Of course, we'll check at halftime. Pass outside to Cannon. That's for 3. It's strong and off the rim. Rebound Smith. Eagles will have to get off a shot. Pass to Vineyard in the paint to Parrish. Jones, another 3. No. And Cannon is able to keep the ball inbounds and get the pass off to Thomas, who hustles all the way up the right side of the court. Contact, no call. 10 seconds for the Eagles. Jones to Smith. Had Tobic open, but worked away inside and got the layup. Caroline Smith with a terrific move, and that's going to do it for the first half. Eagles got on a really nice run, trimming a 12-point deficit down to 6, and Caroline Smith, not exactly a buzzer beater, but very close, gives the Eagles actually a 4-point deficit as we go into the intermission. FSCJ 30, TBC 26. We'll pause here for halftime. We'll recap the first half and get ready for quarter number 3. You're watching TBC Eagles women's basketball on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Welcome back to Trinity Gymnasium as the TBC Eagles will enter the third quarter of play trailing by 4. They were down by as much as 12 with a couple of minutes left to go in the first half. Then when it was 30-20, Michelle Jones hit a three-pointer. Oceana Tobic made one free throw, and Michelle Jones with that three and the free throw from Tobic, followed by Caroline Smith, who made a basket with 5 seconds left, cut the deficit down to 4 as we are ready for quarter number 3. Trinity Sneed has 1 point, Caroline Smith 11 for the Eagles, Jones 3, Katia Bogan 4, and Oceana Tobic 5, assuming I didn't miss anything. For the Blue Wave, Avery Cannon has a 3, Joanna Bell 2 points, Michaela Patterson 4, Jaden Ross 10 points, but also 14 rebounds. She has rebounded the entire TBC team 14-12. The Blue Wave have 27 rebounds overall. FSCJ shot 41% to Trinity's 37%. Both teams a little struggle from three-point range. Trinity just 1 for 8, Blue Wave 2 for 8. At the line, Eagles 3 for 8, Blue Wave 2 for 6. So you're up to date in case you missed any of the first half action. And we have ourselves a carrying violation called against FSCJ's Michaela Patterson. So Trinity Baptist will inbound, and a chance to cut that deficit down to 2 or possibly even 1 with a three-point play. Trinity Sneed takes the pass, gets Tobic. And Tobic back outside to Parrish. That's for 3. It's off the rim. Parrish has yet to score. She needs 24 to hit the 500-point plateau. That's Cannon for 3. It is strong off the rim. And Smith pulls this one down. 4-point deficit for the Eagles. Coming up on 1 minute into the third quarter. No men's game tonight. This is it. Smith takes the pass and is blocked by Ross. And they're saying the ball was not touched. Looked like Ross got a hand on it. Now the other officials coming from the other sideline and overturning the call. Ross did get a hand on the ball and knocked it out of bounds. Eagles JV baseball is in action right now. I don't have any updates, but I got to see some of the game against Edward Waters University, and the Eagles were leading 5-3 when I left. I believe that game was in the 5th inning. TBC Eagles softball had a doubleheader at Edward Waters this afternoon. They hit the ball very well, but Edward Waters played fantastic defense and ended up winning both games. But Lana Fletcher did a very nice job for TBC in game number 1. Just 4 runs allowed in a complete game. Lana Fletcher enjoying her senior year as a TBC Eagles pitcher. That's Oceana Tobic going inside and pulling TBC to within 2, 30-28. And TBC trailed by 12 late in that second quarter. They have cut the deficit down to 2. They have scored 8 consecutive points overall. Cannon, 4-3, looks good, and it is. That's her second of the game and puts the lead up to 5. Parrish is wide open, but heard the steps from Patterson. Gives it up to Tobic. And Parrish inside the arc. Shot clock at 13. And another turnover by the Eagles. That is their 13th overall. The Blue Wave committed 16 turnovers in the first half. Both teams had a little trouble holding on to the ball. Good number of those from FSCJ were traveling violations. 33-28. Making her way inside is Gator, but Jones kept her from getting off the shot. Under 8 minutes left in the third. The bounce pass to Thomas. Hits off the back of the rim and drops in. And a lead back up to 7 for the Blue Wave. Smith gets through 2 defenders. Has options. Had to pass as she stopped dribbling thanks to the defense. Jones to Tobic. And Tobic trying to find help on the inside, but the Blue Wave are playing good, tight defense. 8 seconds to shoot. Parrish lost control but found Jones, who got the shot off, hit the rim, and out of bounds. Good defense by the Blue Wave, keeping TBC from getting off an easy shot. Jones had to fire with the shot clock running down. And the Blue Wave a chance now to put the deficit back up to 9 or possibly 10 again. Trinity scored 8 in a row at the end of the second and into the third, but FSCJ has come back with 5 straight thanks to the three-pointer by Cannon, the last score. Jones with the strip. She gets around Gator, finds Parrish. Might have gotten away with moving her feet a little too much. Tobic will shoot the three, a low line drive. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Cannon. It'll be TBC's ball. Now, the ball did hit the rim, and the official is saying to reset the shot clock to 20. So Trinity will get 20 on the shot clock, 6:43 on the game clock. Jones to inbound to Parrish. Tobic guarded well by Patterson. Again, the Blue Wave playing good defense. That one is way off to the right, but Jones is there to pick it up off the floor. Bounce pass this time, knocked away, and then Ross hits the ball off Caroline Smith, so it will be Blue Wave ball. And we have a substitution for TBC. Rachel Crisatello in for Oceana Tobic. Again, the Blue Wave could go up by 9 or possibly 10. The Blue Wave have hit 3 3-pointers. TBC has hit 1. Pass to the far sideline. This is Thomas. Ball was kicked, and it looks like it's going to stay with FSCJ. And, of course, the kick violation will put the shot clock back at 20. Blue Wave will get to inbound right underneath the basket, maybe a few steps to the right from their vantage point. Pass to Ross, who's done everything, score points and especially get rebounds. She's played very solid defense as well. Gator guarded by Crisatello, gives it up to Patterson. 8 on the shot clock. Ross to Thomas and a travel. That's going to give the ball back to the Eagles. Their defense this time results in a takeaway. Trinity Sneed in for Caroline Smith as we have 6 minutes and 2 seconds left in the third quarter. Eagles trail by 7. The ball tipped by Cannon, but Crisatello picks it up. She's double-teamed to press. 3 seconds to get across the line, but Thomas steals. Thomas to Gator. Back to Thomas. Ross wide open, short jumper, no good. Almost got the rebound, but tapped it into the hands of Michelle Jones. And here comes Jones finding Parrish. She'll fire a 3. It's off the rim. And a foul on the rebound attempt, so no shot. It's going to be Eagles ball. Foul's called against Jaden Ross. That's her second and the first foul for either team of the third quarter. 35-28. FSCJ leads as Jones gets ready to inbound. Finds Vineyard, but the pass went off Vineyard's hand. And let's see, it will be Eagles ball. They catch a major break after Vineyard had a little trouble with the pass. So they get another opportunity and a new 30-second shot clock. For the Eagles, it's Vineyard, Sneed, Parrish, Jones, and Crisatello who has the ball now. Sneed outside the paint, finding Jones, but missing the target, and that's going to be a backcourt violation, an unforced error, giving the ball back to the Blue Wave. I see a number 25 on the floor, but I do not have a name for this young woman. We'll see if we can get that. Not listed on the program either. So we'll see if we can get that information. That's Cannon for 3. Good. Avery Cannon just turns and fires without looking, and looks like she's going to shoot a free throw. No, she got the three-pointer. Here comes the explanation. Foul called against Trinity Baptist. Michelle Jones called for the foul well after the shot, so the Blue Wave get the 3, 10-point lead, and the ball right back. That's Gator powering her way inside for the basket. She now has 9, and the Blue Wave have a 12-point lead once again. And they come away with a steal. Cannon guarded by Parrish. Gator pump fake from beyond the arc. Kept that pivot foot still. Still don't see a name for number 25. If anybody knows, please drop us a comment and let us know who that young woman is. With 1 second left, shot did not go from Thomas. Long pass from Jones to Vineyard, misses a layup. Parrish is there and draws the foul. Emma Parrish will go to the line for 2. Foul's called on Avery Cannon. That is her 3rd, if I saw that correctly. And Emma Parrish at the line for Trinity Baptist. Katia Bogan in for Autumn Vineyard. Emma Parrish at the line is at 71% coming into today's play. And number 1 from Parrish is good. Every point she scores very important, not just for her team, but for herself, trying to approach that 500-point milestone. Foul was called on Jaden Ross. That's her 3rd, not Avery Cannon. Parrish hits them both. And it's a 10-point deficit for TBC. Outside to Cannon, 4-3 off the rim. She hit 2 in a row before that one. And the ball's out of bounds. Last touch by FSCJ. Janiyah Alicia, I believe, is wearing number 25. That's a name listed on the roster without a number. Chris Otello could not keep that foot still. So if I have that right, Janiyah Alicia on the court along with Avery Cannon, Michaela Patterson. Player with the ball, that is Kalia Gardner and Amira Thomas. For Trinity, Sneed, Parrish, Jones, Tobick, and Noel Wakefield. 10-point lead for the Blue Wave and a whistle. Katia Bogan called for the foul. Push. That is team foul number 2 on the floor. 20 seconds will be put on the shot clock. 3:47 on the game clock in quarter number 3. A high pass to Alicia. She will travel, and the Eagles will get the ball back. Janiyah Alicia, a red shirt from Live Oak, Florida. Played her high school ball at Swanee High School. Sneed trying to get it to Bogan, and the pass was too strong. Missed opportunity for the Eagles. Bogan was wide open for the basket. TBC with 19 turnovers. The Wave have committed 21 turnovers. This is Thomas, wide open after getting around the defense and sinking the layup. She now has 8, and the lead is back up to 12. Ball hit off a few different players and last touched by the Blue Wave. So TBC's ball, 3 minutes and 8 seconds left. 8 seconds ticked off the shot clock, so 22. And again, they had just 2 seconds to get the ball across midcourt. The shot clock stays put, but so does the 10-second clock, and another ball thrown away will give it back to the Blue Wave. 3 minutes and 2 seconds left in the third quarter, and a 12-point lead for the Blue Wave. Caroline Smith in for Trinity Sneed. Under 3 minutes to go. Kalia Gator, bounce pass to Cannon, back to Gator. Pulls up from about 17 feet and hits. Kalia Gator with 11 points. She is the game's leading scorer The pass to Parrish, a little trouble controlling it, but she'll draw the foul. That will be number 3 on Michaela Patterson and sending Emma Parrish back to the line. Parrish hit 2 just a couple of moments ago. Going to check on, make sure that foul count. Ross has 3. And we'll see about Patterson in just a moment. First one from Parrish, up and good. That ball went straight down through and didn't even move the net. That is number 3 on Kalia Patterson. So Parrish 3 for 3. Make that 4 for 4. 8-point deficit for TBC. Nope, make that 12. I misread. 44-32. 2.5 left. Blue Wave slowing things down near the end of the third quarter. Still 10 more minutes after this one ends. All the way across to Cannon. That's Gator outside the arc. Cannon, another 3-point attempt. This one just a bit strong, and Thomas chases down the rebound. Gator guarded by Wakefield. Not heavily enough for a 5-second count. And setting up the screen is Thomas. Gator takes the right side, however. Thomas works her way up the left side of the paint and hits the easy layup. 10 points for Amira Thomas, and the lead is now 14. Here comes Jones. Passes to Parrish across midcourt, and Parrish is hit from behind. And that call's going against Kalia Gator. And that's going to give TBC the ball in the front court. That's team foul number 4, so the Eagles will be in bonus once this ball is inbounded. And for Kalia Gator, that's her second personal foul. $1:44 left in the third quarter. TBC trails by 14. And a timeout. And Blue Wave coach Diana Couch talking to the official and the scorer's table, trying to make sure everything is correct, and it is. That is team foul number 4 and number 2 on Kalia Gator. Jones to Bogan, back to Smith. That one is off to the right, rebounded by Cannon. Cannon wide open for 3. That one misses. Alicia with the rebound. Second chance, no. Third chance, no, but a foul. No, a jump ball called. Eagles shooting 31%. Blue Wave at 46% to this point. Timeout, Coach Judy Allen with the score. Blue Wave 46, Eagles 32 with 1:22 left in the third quarter. We'll be back in a minute. It'll be Blue Wave ball with 1:22 left in the third quarter and a 14-point lead. The Blue Wave have outscored TBC 16-6 in this period. 19 on the shot clock and almost a 5-second count. Gator works the ball to the top of the arc, guarded by Parrish, but not closely. Gator getting some instructions from Coach Couch. Shot clock now at 6. Thomas, guarded by Bogan. 2 to shoot. Does that count? They are going to allow it even though the buzzer had sounded. So credit Thomas with the basket. Parrish on the other end hits the layup. Amira Thomas now with 12. And 48-34 is a lead, a 14-point lead. It looked and sounded to me like the shot clock had beat Thomas, but the basket was awarded. And there's another one from Thomas, misses. She gets her own rebound, ball on the floor, and Gator keeps the ball in play. 3 to shoot. Thomas gets it off in time, misses to the corner, and kept in play. The ball did hit the rim, so the shot clock reset to 20, now at 15. Gator guarded by Jones. Uses Thomas as a screen. Bounce pass back to Thomas, and the shot clock was not working at that time, and that's going to bring us, that's because we were at the end of the quarter, my mistake. That brings us to the end of the third quarter with the score Blue Wave 48 and the Eagles 34. Back in a minute. We are ready for the fourth quarter. FSCJ leads by 14, 48-34. They outscored the Eagles 18-8 in the third quarter, so a big third for the Blue Wave. Eagles had some opportunities, but could not convert. Michelle Jones will inbound, and the fourth quarter is underway. It'll be Jones, Parrish, Bogan, Smith, and Wakefield for the Eagles. And we're going to have ourselves an alternating possession, and Trinity Baptist has the ball. For the Blue Wave, Cannon, Caldwell, Gator, Ross, and number 3 is Jacovia Major. Okay. Well, they forgot to change the arrow, so it was Blue Wave with the ball. Which makes sense because the Eagles had just now inbounded. 20 seconds to shoot. Caldwell in the corner, gets the ball back outside to Gator. The officials did discuss that shot clock we were talking about a little while ago, and they did realize they kind of missed that call. Too late to do anything about that now, but credit them for getting together and discussing it. And we're going to have a foul called against Caroline Smith. That is her third. That's the first foul of the quarter for either team. Oceana Atomic back in for TBC. Wakefield will head off. And a couple of free throws for Jacovia Major. Her first attempts of the night. And number 1 is up and off the back of the rim. Major 3 for 7 coming in, now 3 for 8 this season. But another opportunity for Major. A freshman guard from Fort White, Florida, and she goes 1 for 2. That's her first point of the night, and the Blue Wave lead 49-34. Ball stolen away by Caldwell. Hits Gator in the corner. Tobic gets on the defense. And the Blue Wave looking to extend what is already a 15-point lead. That's going to drop in for Major, her first field goal of the night. She now has 3 points, and it's 51-34. And another pass almost stolen, but Parrish is able to track it down. And a double dribble violation called on Emma Parrish. And a turnover will give the ball back to the Blue Wave. Trinity Sneed will check in. We'll see which Eagle comes out. That's going to be Katya Bogan. And both teams have piled up the turnovers tonight. For the Blue Wave, they have committed 21 turnovers, the Eagles 23. Gator guarded by Smith. That's Ross, a pump fake, gets around Sneed, and a layup. Jaden Ross now with 12 points. Check that rebounding total. I haven't looked at it for a while, but she's had a bunch of rebounds. Meanwhile, Parrish goes up and does not get the bounce. And a whistle as both Ross and Sneed battle for the ball at the end line. And Trinity Sneed will be called for the foul. That is her third. Ross at 14 rebounds. She had 12 of those in the first half. Third foul on Sneed, second on the Eagles of the fourth quarter. 8:17 and counting. Tobic on defense. Jaden Ross almost lost the ball, but was able to regain control. And Michelle Jones got all ball and a possession. The arrow is with TBC. Jones went down, but got right back up. So TBC will get possession. And chance to cut into the deficit, which right now is 19 points. And TBC will inbound with Jones, Tobic, Smith, Sneed, and Parrish on the court. Caldwell, Ross, Gator, Major, and Cannon for the Blue Wave. Cannon knocks the ball away. Ball kept in play and picked up by Caldwell. Eagles trying to trap the Blue Wave in the backcourt. 3 seconds to get across the line. And a timeout wisely called by Coach Couch. They had just 2 more seconds to cross midcourt. And, of course, the shot clock will stay at 22, and the 10-second clock should stay at 2 seconds to get the ball across the timeline. This is a 30-second timeout. And if I have it right, that's the first timeout called by Coach Couch. Coach Allen has called 1 full and 1:30. 7:44 left to go. 53-34. Blue Wave lead. And in case you missed it earlier, the Blue Wave have just a couple of games remaining, just like the Eagles do. After tonight, FSCJ is home against St. Petersburg College on Wednesday at 5:30. At Daytona State College on Wednesday the 22nd at 5:30, and then ending the season at Eastern Florida State College on Saturday the 25th at 2 p.m. The Eagles are back here on the home court against Johnson University of Florida at 5 p.m. this Thursday and 12 noon this Saturday against Southeastern Baptist College, 2 South Region competitions. And that 10-second violation, and the Eagles will get the ball back. Remember, 8 seconds before the timeout, 2 seconds after, and Ross was unable to get to the line in time. So TBC with possession on the front court. Tobic inbounds to Jones. Eagles need to rally. They also need to get some stops. Parrish back outside to Smith. Smith hits Parrish. And the Eagles work the ball to the left side. 12 to shoot. Tobic runs the baseline and draws a foul. That is going to be Danielle Caldwell's first. It's on the floor. It's team foul number 1. And 7:21 left to go. TBC inbounding. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Nope, because of the foul, they reset to 20. And Sneed takes the inbound pass. Tobic guarded by Ross. Tobic to the left side of the paint. A layup, no good. Smith is there with the putback. Caroline Smith has 13 points. She's gotten the bulk of those doing what you just saw. Being in place, getting a rebound, and putting the ball back in off the glass. Under 7 minutes to go, the Blue Wave look like they may start to work down the clock. Ball stolen by Jones. Trying to beat Gator to the basket. Jones up, draws the foul, and gets the basket. That is going to be number 3 on Kalia Gator. And for Michelle Jones, her first deuce of the night. She has a three-pointer also, so 5 total points pending the foul shot. Michelle Jones at the line, the senior from right here in Jacksonville. At the line this season, 9 for 20. Remember, she missed most of the first half of the season with a leg injury, came back in late December, and she is very happy that she gets to finish off her senior year on the court. She was injured back in January of last year, had to miss most of the second half of the season and most of the first half of this season. Jones now at the line, chance to complete a three-point play. 6:45 left to go. And a free throw is a little strong and knocked out of bounds by Trinity Sneed, so the Blue Wave will get the ball. Inbounding is Caldwell. Sneed trying to make it tough, forcing a 5-second violation. Jones picks it off. Sneed to Smith. Off the glass, no. Sneed with the rebound and a foul. Looked like Caldwell reaching around Sneed. No, that's not the call. It looked to me like it was Caldwell, but they're calling Jaden Ross with her 4th foul. And now a timeout called by Couch, and we'll sort things out, make sure we get the correct foul call. And we'll be right back. That last foul was called against Jaden Ross, as was the previous one that I also thought might have been Caldwell. So Ross has fouled out, and she is taking 10 points to the bench with her, and she's taking 14 rebounds. So she did a terrific job. She also made it very difficult for the Eagles to get off shots. It's going to be TBC's ball. They called the foul against Ross, so it should be Trinity's ball. And it is. 6:36 left to go, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Great job by Jaden Ross of the FSCJ Blue Wave. Ross, a guard, also plays forward, a freshman from Orlando. Trinity Sneed goes inside, gets the layup. That's her first field goal. 3 total points for Sneed. They still trail by 13. Gator gets the ball across the line. 53-40, 6:20. And Gator could not get around Smith, but she backs up. And again, the Blue Wave may very well start to work down the clock with a 13-point lead. Gator getting some instruction from Coach Couch. 5 to shoot. Gator trying to get around Sneed. She gets the shot off in time. Parrish with the rebound, loses the ball, and then a jump ball. Parrish couldn't hold on. Cannon and Parrish then both grab the ball together. The arrow is with FSCJ. And they're going to get a fresh 20 seconds. They're saying Parrish had established possession. And now they're going to put 30 on the shot clock. Again, they're saying Parrish had established possession before losing control of the ball. Pass to Thomas outside the arc. Parrish guarding Gator. Cannon takes the pass, goes to the left side. Almost threw that one away, but Major kept the ball in play, runs the baseline, hits Cannon, a bounce pass to Caldwell. No good. Smith thwarted that effort, and Jones comes away with the board off the floor. Pass to Tobic up the right side. Tobic going 1-on-3. Yes! Oceana Tobic, her first score of the fourth quarter, 9 total points. It's an 11-point deficit, 19 not long ago. Eagles have put together a nice little run of 8 in a row. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going. Blue Wave trying to work down the clock as it appears at the moment. 10 seconds to shoot, and a timeout called by Coach Couch with 7 on the shot clock, 4:59 on the game clock, and the Blue Wave leading 53-42. The Blue Wave have 7 seconds to get off the shot. 53-42, Blue Wave lead, 4:59 left to go. Trinity Baptist has scored the last 8 points to cut what was a 19-point deficit down to 11. Blue Wave have been trying to slow down the play, work down the clock, but TBC has played some very good defense during this 8-0 run. Countryman tried to swat the ball away. That's a long three. Misses, but Patterson had to get the shot off because the clock did go. Missed everything, so it goes as a shot clock violation. Tobic and Smith in. Countryman and Vineyard will head off. 4:50 left to go. Trinity Baptist trying to mount a terrific comeback. Jones directing traffic, and now she's ready to inbound. Jones, Parrish, Tobic, Sneed, and Smith. Cannon, Patterson, that's Thomas with the steal. Caldwell and Major for the Blue Wave. And again, the Blue Wave will slow things down. This is Patterson using Caldwell as a screen, then getting her teammate the ball. Caldwell to the right side to Major. Blue Wave work the ball back to the top of the arc. Thomas goes inside, 2 defenders, and gets a layup. 14 points for Amira Thomas. And the Blue Wave lead by 13. Sneed to Parrish. That's for 2. It's a little strong. Smith with the rebound and a foul. That one is on the floor. And the foul this time is called on Danielle Caldwell, her first. Team foul number 4, so the Eagles will have the bonus the rest of the game. Well, the officials, yes, it is. They did. I was about to say they first called it on the floor, then the line, now back to the floor. So the Eagles will inbound with 20 on the shot clock. And officials say, let's go. Making sure everything at the table was in order. Tobic inside the paint, no good. Rebound Patterson. The Eagles have missed a bunch of layups here tonight. Patterson tried to pull up and just did keep that back foot still. Parrish comes from behind, knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Blue Wave. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Countryman and Vineyard are heading back onto the court for Tobic and Smith. They're joining Parrish, Sneed, and Jones on the court. Same 5 Blue Wave players, no substitutions. Thomas guarded by Sneed on the inbound. And Sneed is getting called for a violation. Remember, the defense has to give a little bit of room. And Sneed had stepped in there, kind of like the neutral zone infraction in the football game. And what a nice Super Bowl we had last night. Going up and missing is Patterson. A late call on the foul, but she will shoot two. Patterson to the line. We'll see who gets called for the foul. That's going against Tamira Countryman, her first. Team foul number 3. And Patterson at the line. She's nothing out of 1 so far. And the first of 2 is good. So Michaela Patterson coming in at 64%. Now 1 for 2, pending number 2 of this sequence. And it is also good. She now has 6. And both Pilcher and Wakefield will come in for TBC. Countryman and Vineyard will head off. It's a 15-point lead for the Blue Wave with 3:44 left to go. TBC got to within 11. They had a great 8-0 run, but the Blue Wave have thwarted that effort with the last 4 points. Pilcher misses. Parrish rebounds and gets the layup. That's 8 points for Emma Parrish, so her point total needed is down to 16. However, the Eagles still trail by 13. Near midcourt, Michaela Patterson. 13 to shoot, and the Blue Wave will definitely start to work down the clock now. Pass to Thomas, tried to get inside, and ball's out of bounds. Now, are they calling a foul or just out of bounds? And it looks like it's just out of bounds. Vineyard and Countryman back in for Pilcher and Wakefield. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Blue Wave with the ball. Bounce pass into Thomas. Ball batted up in the air, but recontrolled by Major. She goes 1-on-3 and is stripped. Parrish picks it up. Hits Sneed. 1-on-1 for Sneed. No good. Parrish rebounds. Second chance. No. Sneed keeps the ball in play. Jones thought about the 3. And Parrish pump fake, works away inside and is blocked. And the Blue Wave come away with the ball and a foul called on Michelle Jones. That is number 3 on Jones. And number 4 on the Eagles. Both teams now in the bonus the rest of the game once this ball is inbounded. 57-44. 13-point lead for the Blue Wave. They have Thomas, Patterson, Cannon, Major, and Caldwell on the court. Countryman, Sneed, Vineyard, Jones, and Parrish for the Eagles. That's for 3 from Cannon. It's off the top of the glass. Rebound by Parrish. Hustles her way up the middle of the court. Feeds Trinity Sneed, and Sneed converts. 5 points for Sneed. Still, though, trailing by 11, coming up on the 2-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Countryman on guard of Patterson. Now, looking at the 5-second count, which has not been called, at least not visibly. Patterson gets around Countryman, pulls up, misses. And Countryman with the rebound. Ball batted around a couple of times. Here comes Countryman up the left side, guarded by Cannon. Pass to Parrish, inside to Sneed. Short jumper misses. And Thomas collides with both Sneed and Parrish. Ball's knocked out of bounds. And looks like it's going to be Eagles ball. We have a substitution. Noelle Wakefield in for Countryman. And a timeout with the score 57-46. 1:36 left to play. We'll be right back. TBC's basketball, 29 on the shot clock, 136 on the game clock. The Eagles need to get some points and some stops. Third quarter has been the difference when FSCJ outscored TBC 18-8. Right now they have an 11-point lead. Vineyard trims it down to 9. Vineyard lays that one in. That's her second basket of the night. Pressure in the backcourt, stolen by Parrish. Feed to Sneed. Basket no good. Sneed was able to get the ball right back. Eagles need to score. Parrish inside the paint, draws the foul. Of course, Blue Wave fans looking for an offensive foul called. That's going against Danielle Caldwell and sending Emma Parrish to the line. And here is where the Eagles definitely need to score with the points and the clock stopped. Countryman was about to check in, maybe after this timeout. With 1:14 left to go, Parrish getting ready to shoot 2. Back in a moment. It will be Emma Parrish at the line. She is a perfect 4 for 4 on the night. The Eagles as a team are 7 for 13. The Blue Wave are 5 for 10. A minute 14 left. These are big free throws for the junior, Emma Parrish. She hails from Palm Coast, Florida. This is her second season officially, but again, she's actually played just over 1 full season, and she hits the free throw. She's hit all 5, inching closer to 500 and trying to inch the team closer to the Blue Wave. And she does just that. She is 6 for 6 at the line. She also has a pair of field goals to give herself 10. So Parrish needs 14 more for 500 points. Blue Wave inbound. Their deficit is down to 7. Remember, they led by 19 at one point in the third quarter. Countryman guarding Thomas. Ball almost stripped away. 15 to shoot. We're under a minute. Eagles need to get a stop and get it quickly. 10 seconds left. And Sneed will be called for reaching in. That is bonus shooting for the Blue Wave. And for Trinity Sneed, that's her 4th foul. And heading to the line will be Kalia Gator. She has not taken a foul shot yet tonight. And on the season, Gator is 5 for 8. Well, that's what the stats page on the GoBlueWave.com says. And the first free throw is good. And free throw number 2. These are big also for the Blue Wave because they're trying to hold off a potential comeback. 1 for 2 goes Gator. 51 seconds left. It'll be TBC's ball after the timeout. Honestly, I've lost track of the timeouts. But the Eagles trail by 8, but they have about 51 seconds, 50.8 to be a little more specific. Back in a moment. Eagles will advance well past midcourt with 50.8 seconds left. Vineyard, Parrish, Wakefield, Sneed, and Jones trying to make a tremendous comeback. Parrish inside to Sneed, no! Missed opportunity picked up by Parrish, but they lost some precious seconds. 40 seconds left. Sneed to Wakefield. That's for three, it's short. And we're going to have ourselves a foul on the floor. Could be either Vineyard or Caldwell. It's going to go against Caldwell. Very difficult to see from up here. It's called on the floor, but the Eagles are also in the bonus, so Autumn Vineyard will shoot two. She missed both attempts earlier in the game. The Eagles are 9 for 15 overall. Parrish is 6 for 6. That means the rest of the team is 3 for 9. Autumn Vineyard at the line for two. Important free throws. The first one is good. She needs to hit the second one to make it a two-possession game, which is still possible with 34 seconds left. 33.9, really. And number two from Vineyard, good. And Coach Couch will call the timeout. Eagles have pulled to within 6. Back in a moment. Well, I myself lost track of the timeouts, but I just saw one official say that Trinity Baptist has one timeout remaining. FSCJ is out of timeouts, if I saw and heard that man correctly. The JV men's basketball team is about to head up to Mount Hope, Virginia to play in the Bible College National Invitational Tournament. Coach Nate DeLeon, an assistant coach with Coach Jones on the varsity roster, is the JV head coach, so he and his Eagles will head up to Mount Hope and look to bring home the banner at the Bible College National Invitational Tournament. Trinity College of Florida is also going up to play at that Bible College NIT. Of course, the Eagles are in the gymnasium ready to practice once this game is over. They still have two big South Region games remaining themselves. They will play Johnson University of Florida this Thursday at 7 following the women's game, and Southeastern Baptist College at 2 following the women's game. And a delay before the inbound pass, and just like Trinity did a moment ago, the Blue Wave will advance past midcourt following the two made free throws by Autumn Vineyard. Those are big because if the Eagles can get a stop, they have a chance to score points and get another opportunity with another stop. It is possible. Let's see if it happens. Countryman trying to reach in and get the ball, but instead she grabs Gator and is called for the foul. And that is going to be number 1. No, check that, number 2 on Tamiria Countryman. Again, both teams in the bonus, so Kalia Gator will go to the line. And if she makes either one or both, it's a 3-possession game, and that's going to make it very difficult for the Eagles. Janiyah Alicia heads off. Danielle Caldwell comes in. Wakefield for the Eagles and Major for the Blue Wave also check in. Gator with some big free throws, and the first of 2 is good. She now has 12 points. And the lead is 7. Again, big free throws. And number 2 from Gator is a little strong. Parrish will pick this one up. 27 seconds. A long pass to Vineyard, knocked away and grabbed by Patterson. Blue Wave do not have to shoot. And Noelle Wakefield will be called for the block, her first. And bonus free throws coming for Michaela Patterson. She is 2 for 2 on the night, 6 total points. 19.4 seconds left. Countrymen in for Vineyard. And we are ready with the free throws for Michaela Patterson. And number one is good. Gives her 7 and extends the lead to 8. And she still has one more. And it is good. So she hits them both. She hit 4 in a row overall. And it's 61-52, 18 seconds left. Countrymen's pass is too high and intercepted by Thomas, and Emma Parrish will foul. Her second, 12 seconds left. And Amira Thomas is at the line. She'll shoot 2. She is the game's leading scorer with 14. Caroline Smith leads TBC with 13. So we'll see if Thomas can add to her game-high lead. 12 seconds left, and free throw number 1 is good. Well, the Blue Waves struggled for most of the game at the line, but they've been fantastic here in this fourth quarter. 7 free throws made, make that 8 in just the fourth quarter alone, and Amira Thomas, unless she gets the ball back and another chance to score, will finish with 16. 7 out of 10 in just the quarter for the Blue Wave. And we have ourselves a timeout with 12 seconds left, and FSCJ leading 63-52. Well, as it stands right now, Avery Cannon has 9 points, Jacovia Major 3. Joanna Bell has 2. Amira Thomas, 16. Kalia Gator, 12. Michaela Patterson, 8. Jaden Ross, 10. And for the Eagles, Autumn Vineyard, 6. Trinity Sneed, 5. Emma Parrish, 10. Caroline Smith, 13. Michelle Jones, 2. And Oceana Tobic, 9, assuming no mistakes. Well, we're getting ready for the final 12 seconds. We appreciate everybody joining us here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Hope you've enjoyed the ball game. The Blue Wave look like they're going to go to 7-20 overall. The Eagles 6-15. 12 seconds left. Eagles have the ball, and they will inbound in the front court. Jones, Sneed, Parrish, Wakefield, and Countryman will finish things up. Caldwell, Thomas, Major, Patterson, and Bell for the Blue Wave. Wakefield for 3, off the rim. Parrish trying to get another shot off. 3 seconds left, and that's the ball game. Final score, Florida State College at Jacksonville, Blue Wave 63, Trinity Baptist College Eagles 52. We gave you the point totals a moment ago. Nothing changed since then. We want to thank everybody for joining us here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. We have Eagles softball tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. taking on the Barons from Bruton Parker College. Our next basketball game, a doubleheader, women and men, Thursday night as the Eagles host Johnson University of Florida. Women tip off at 5, gentlemen follow at 7. Once again, thank you everybody for joining us here. For Coach Judy Allen, Athletic Director John D. Jones, and all of us here at TBC, I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.